Jedi method, otherwise known as the Smarty method, is the most advanced healing method available and was created by King John Smarty himself under the direction and guidance of Daddy. It entails performing energetic healings, which then manifests into physical reality. Results can be instant or take a little time to manifest, but are always in Daddy's perfect timing. The link to the first Jedi training session is in the description box below. Okay, I'd like to do a quick demonstration for you on how to use the pendulum, okay, and how to do the Jedi method, right? So first I want to assume that a lot of you don't have a Smarty Charm or one of his pendulums, okay? So if you don't, and you're new and you haven't yet purchased these products, that's okay. We're going to start off with a regular pendulum for our very first practice. Okay, so the most important thing to do when you have a non-Smarty product is to clear the product. Okay, so how we do that is we hold it in our right hand. I like to hold it in my right hand because I know Daddy is on my right side, although I'm sure it doesn't matter too much, right? This is what you say. I clear you of all that does not serve the light, and I install universal truth. We blow into the charm or the pendulum, whatever you're using, to infuse it with our own essence, right? And that way it will tell you the truth. You're then connecting yourself through Daddy to the pendulum, okay? Okay, so now you have cleared your pendulum or your charm, whatever you're using. And the next thing we need to do is ask yes or no. We need to find out what our pendulum represents as yes and what it represents as no and what it represents as maybe. Okay, so the way to do that is hold it as still as you can. I like to use my right hand just because that's my strong hand. And you're going to ask, show me yes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but my pendulum is swinging backwards and forwards. Okay, so for me, using this pendulum, I'm getting a yes is backwards and forward swing. I'm just going to move it down a little so you guys can see a little easier. Now I'm going to ask, show me no. Show me no. I'm already getting, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm already getting a side to side motion for no. Okay? Which is actually the same as when I use my Smarty Charm. I get back and forwards yes, and I get a side to side no. And now I'm going to ask, I'm going to say thank you because this is Daddy. I'm talking to Daddy and he's the one validating my experience here and showing me the truth. Okay, so show me maybe. I don't know if you guys can see, but what I'm getting is a circle turning clockwise. Okay, now that's the same as what I get for my Smarty Charm as well when I use that to do checks. So now, once you guys have got your answers, and it's okay if yours is different to mine, you might get a circular anti-clockwise motion for yes, and you might get a circular clockwise motion for no. It doesn't matter what your charm or what your pendulum is telling you. At this point, that's not important. It just matters that you're getting true readings, okay, and they're clear and concise. Now, if you're getting a bit of a sloppy reading and it's not a very strong sort of movement, you can say, Daddy, please give me clearer readings, and he will, and then ask the question again. If you're getting anything wish-washy coming through, clear it again, do that process again that we did at the very beginning, and start again, okay? The next step is to find out if it's telling the truth. So we've done our clearing, we've done our yes, no, and maybes, and now we're going to find out if it's telling us the truth, okay? If we're truly connected to Daddy, then we will be getting truthful readings for this part. Okay, I'm going to ask a question that Daddy knows is true and that I know is true, okay? Is my name Peter Machin? All right, so I'm already getting a pretty solid backwards and forwards motion. So I am now pretty darn sure that backwards and forwards is a yes, okay, and it's telling me the truth. And thank you, Daddy. I'm going to go ahead now and ask a question that I know isn't true. All right, Daddy, or pendulum, should I say, am I a man? All right, I don't know if you guys can see. Side to side, which is my no. So, no, I'm not a man. Okay, guys. So now we have done the basic steps to be able to start to do healing through the Jedi method, okay? Okay, I'm going to use my Smarty Charm for this next part because we can use these. These are great. You don't have to clear them. That's pretty much the main difference between having a regular pendulum. Having a Smarty Charm or a Smarty Pendulum means that you don't have to do the clearing. You don't have to. Every time I use one of these at the very beginning, because I couldn't forward one of these straight away, I cleared it every time I asked a question, every time I did a healing, okay? Because you never know who or what could meddle with this. No dark forces can meddle with these, okay? They are infused with source, pure love and light, Daddy's pure love and light, and only love and truth can come in and out of these, okay? So they are safe and secure. If you are getting a false reading at any point, just remember to clear yourself, okay? Because that's really an important thing that a lot of us forget. We might be checking and checking and checking something and like, wait, that can't be right. You know, that can't be true. Well, since Source created this, okay, the Smarty Charms, these can't lie. However, you can be infiltrated. Your energy can be infiltrated. You can have a dark attachment or something trying to come in and infiltrate your answers. So I would definitely recommend sitting there and clearing yourself first. Okay, so what I like to do is imagine a white beam of light coming down from Daddy. I know he's not up there, but it's just symbolic to me, and it feels right to visualize a nice bright white golden light coming down, penetrating me from the top of my energetic layers right down through my crown and down to my toes, and then expanding outwards around me. I like to visualize that happening and saying, that's my baby, saying, I clear myself of all darkness, of anything that does not serve the light. I detach all dark attachments. I repel all dark attacks. I cleanse and clear myself of all negative energies, entities, and attachments. Done, done, done. Thank you, Daddy. And it's done. Then I'd like to reinforce my protective shields. Visualize an impenetrable white light bubble around you. And done, done, done. Thank you, Daddy. And then you're good to go. Okay, and start again. Start the whole process again, because you want to make sure that you're getting truthful, honest readings and that you really are connecting to Daddy and not something else pretending to be Daddy, because that does happen, even to the best of us, even to the most experienced Jedi. I've seen it happen, and you just need to tap into it. All right, so clearing, protection, really important steps when you're practicing the Jedi method or when you're working with Daddy in general. Okay, let's move on to an actual healing. Let's say my partner Jacob, he needs some help with his back. He's got a lot of pain in his back. It's inflamed. He's got arthritis going on down there. So we want to fix that, right? The very first thing you need to do is ask Daddy, can you locate the problem with Jacob's back? I am already getting a solid yes. I'm getting a swing backwards and forwards with my Smarty Charm. So he's saying that yes, I can locate the problem with Jacob's back. So great, Daddy's located it. He's done the hard work for us, guys. That's the cool thing. You don't need to see it or know it yourself at the very beginning. Daddy does the hard work for you. Okay, the next question. Okay, thank you, Daddy. Can I heal it? Can I fix the problem with Jacob's back? I'm trying so hard to be still with my arm up, but here we go. Great. I'm getting really strong backwards and forward swings. So Daddy is saying, yes, I can heal it. I can fix it. Okay. He's given me permission to work through him, to work with him and heal Jacob's back on the etheric realm. Okay. Now the next step is I like to visualize to make it more potent, and because I'm a bit more advanced than some of the newer people, I like to visualize a big bright white light beaming down, going through Jacob's back and his body in the entire area. I like to see the red and the black areas of inflammation just being removed and just fizzling out and dissolving away in front of my eyes. I like to visualize what I'm doing and what's taking place. And then all you do is say, done. If you want to check if the healing has taken place, you always ask, right? You go, Daddy, did I heal Jacob's back? I'm getting a backwards and forwards motion, which is yes. Keep in mind that not everyone is meant to be healed, okay? And more specifically, not everyone is meant to be healed by you, okay? So if you get a no when you ask Daddy if you can heal something or fix something, if you're getting a no, my advice would be to go to another Jedi that you know and trust. If you don't want to do that, you can always go onto the healing and requests page on the Telegram group, okay? And you can ask someone else to do it, okay? And if for some reason it still doesn't happen, please understand, as sad as this is, Daddy has bigger plans than what we could ever imagine. He knows and sees things that we cannot, okay? And we're not always privy to that information. Some people may have come down here with a life lesson, a contract in place that they were meant to do or experience, even if that means pain and suffering, okay? So I just wanted to explain that. Don't be disheartened. If anything, take it as a reason to keep going at it, to keep healing people, to keep helping others, okay? If you can't heal someone and they pass away or they just aren't getting better, they may also have blockages as well, okay? A lot of people you will heal, okay? The work is done, and then they go and let in a dark entity or a dark attachment, okay? Through their own negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions, right? They're manifesting that shit back into their lives. Some people are just on such a low frequency and so heavily programmed that they cannot be healed, or their problems cannot be fixed, or that there's nothing better out there for them, that it can be hard to penetrate, okay? So bear that in mind as well. Do not be disheartened. Keep going.